As you're popping in, if you would use the chat feature and just type your name and whose unit you're in, like who your director is. I mean, I know a couple of you, but of course I know Fran. And hi, Lindy. Hi, Jeanette. I've recognized names, but yeah, I just want to know whose unit you're in. I love that. So yeah, so just type it in the chat box. Okay, Krista and Debbie. All right, I see. I see. Very good. Oh, and I miss all my director friends. I miss these names. We haven't got to see each other. It's been 12 months since we had a Mary Kay event. Oh my goodness. All right, ladies. So we're going to go. Yes, Jeanette, you belong to me. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, well, welcome to the party. So thank you, Mary, for facilitating behind the scenes. I love this, not having to worry. I don't have a helper. Maybe I need to hire Mary on my Tuesday night meeting. Like having to do it all during my weekly meeting. But welcome to Anita's weekly area-wide call. For those of you hopping in late, you don't know what everybody's doing in the chat box. I want to know who your director is. I want to know who your director is. So type in the chat box whose unit you belong to. And I'm going to tell you who I am. I am Sam Dawson. I am my senior sales director for Shell Barnes. Some of you may know her. I have been in Mary Kay. Oh my goodness. It'll be 17 years in June. Y'all, I started when I was 5. I'm just saying. Okay. Or I'm 87 years old and this is what the retinol does. So how many would you like to purchase tonight? That's what I've been telling people. Okay, sorry, that's a different. Hey, Linda. Oh, I know Linda. Okay, y'all type in the chat box who your director is. I just want to see it. Okay, so I've been in Mary Kay for almost 17 years. I was a school teacher when I bought my starter kit. Didn't know what the heck I was doing, except I want a good quality product, but not pay good quality price. And I also didn't want to ever pay for my product again. So I always sold enough to support my own habit. Anybody relate to that? Anybody? Anybody? Okay. Nobody likes the 50% discount?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Just me. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So that's why I signed in. Okay. That's why I signed up. Now, that's not why I'm in here today, but a lot of you don't know me. So I just want to kind of tell you that's a little bit about like my journey. So that was June of 2004. So like I said, I'm approaching 17 years. I was working 40 hours a week. I was married. We had one child. We owned our own home. Now, but I was living paycheck to paycheck with just a little bit of cushion. It's like the American dream, right? That's like my joke. All right. Living paycheck to paycheck. So, you know, Mary Kay gave me that little cushion, that little fun money, or the things that come that are outside your normal bills. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like you have a budget, you pay your monthly bills, but then you get a flat tire. Somebody needs glasses or contacts. You need to take the dog to the vet. So all those things that are usually $100 bill or more that aren't budgeted. And so like most Americans, we didn't have enough in savings. So Mary Kay gave us that wiggle room. So part of my story, and I'm going to talk about this tonight, the topic for tonight that Anita told me is consistency, which is so perfect. It's like she was reading my mind because my 17-year journey has seriously just been about consistency at whatever level, I don't care who you are, when you sign up. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care what the scale says. I don't care about any of that. Wherever you're at in your Mary Kay business, consistency, that's the key. That's the name of the game. Being consistent. The reason why we don't reach our goals, we don't do what we're supposed to do consistently. Y'all get what I'm saying? That's just a life lesson, right? Right? So again, if you hopped in late, type in who your director is. I love this. Krista and Kay and Mary Jo, Rochelle, Haley. I love it. Okay. So Fast forward, okay, I signed up in 2004. In 2005, I live in Southern Illinois, by the way, on 45 acres out in the wilderness with a 3-acre pond. You don't come out to my house without calling first. We love it. But I'm not a city girl. Very, very rural America. We are like in, like, call it the heartland, the deep Midwest. But anyways, 2010, the state of Illinois decided to close half the prisons and lay off 6,100 teachers. I just got my master's degree. I was so excited. Yay. So instead of getting a raise, I got a pink slip. See you later, sister. And so I had 8 years in plus a master's. So guess who didn't get a job the next year? Yeah, I was too expensive. Okay, so grateful at that time that I had still worked my Mary Kay business consistently on a very, very small level. Very small. I'm talking $200 to $300 extra a month. A very small level. But I was consistent, so I had a little base of customers there that I could trampoline off of. I could hop from them. You know, if you have nothing, you're starting from zero, right? So if you take nothing away from tonight, work your business when you can at whatever capacity you want to work it, because there might come a day where you need it to provide more. And one thing Mary Kay, the business, can give you that a lot of other direct selling companies can't is it can give you more. If you ever need it to give you more, it can. Directorship may not be for you. I never thought it would be for me. Driving a free car may not be for you, but tonight we're going to talk about consistency. Okay. And I don't care what you want out of Mary Kay. We want you to be consistent and grow where you are. So consistency, and your number one job in Mary Kay is to grow. I don't care if you're a sales director. I don't care if you're a national sales director, or if you, is anybody on here just bought their starter kit in January? That girl too, whoever she be. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Your only job is to grow. Doesn't that simplify things? Doesn't that kind of lighten the load? Like, just grow where you're at. So I have loved this business at all stages of life, because at all these different stages over the last 16 and a half years, I have needed different things from my Mary Kay business. You know, now we have 2 kids, that one of which we weren't supposed to have. Those are always fun, right? Those are always like the fun ones that, you know, are wild. And it's like the biggest adventure ever. But I'm also married to the love of my life. We just had our 20th wedding anniversary. I got married when I was 10 also. And he's my best friend. So, you know, I've had the privilege of traveling all over the United States with Mary Kay. So the higher you go up, the farther you travel. So the next step is getting out of the country, right? And doing that top director trip. You know, and I just can't wait for the next 17 years. So, you know, as directors, we just want to pass the dream on. And all of you on here have different directors. We all have different styles. You know, Lindy's, I don't know what other directors are on here right now, but I know Lindy's watching me, and that makes me nervous, because Lindy might have a different way of training you. But here's what I do know. The details don't matter, ladies. The way I do something and the way Lindy does something, or your director, is going to be different. The details don't matter. If what you want, your goal, and why you want it is strong and aligned, all the questions, all the excuses, all the how doesn't matter. It'll stop. They will disappear. Okay. So if you're, and some people want me to repeat that all the time, and this is like my Pam Shaw thing. If what you want, that's your goal. If the what and the why, that's like, why do you do it? What is your purpose? If the what and the why are perfectly aligned, then the excuses will disappear. All the questions. Sometimes we have all these questions. Well, how do I do this? The how will stop. Okay. And if I ask all of you right now, you don't have to do this, but if I ask you to type in the chat box, what is your reason why? Like, whatever your goal is, like, let's say Linda said, I need $500 extra this month. And I said, Linda, why do you need that? She said, because I need more money. Okay. So if you think your why is more money, y'all have your big girl panties on right now. If Anita watches this later, Mary, she's going to appreciate the big girl panties, because there was a director training day I don't know if Lindy was there or not, but Anita was throwing old granny bras at us. It was awesome. So that's how Anita rolls. So like throwing old bras because you don't have the right kind of support. It was hilarious. Okay, so put all your big girl panties on because this might tingle a little bit. Okay, everybody's got the big girl panties on. We're big girls. Okay, I know. Is anybody on here? Raise your hand if you've met all your goals in Mary Kay and you're done and you're good. There's nothing else for you to do. You've reached your goals. I know it's nobody because you wouldn't be on this call right now. Okay. And as humans, we're always striving for something else. It's always like, what's next? So money is not your motivator, or you'd have more of it. I'm speaking to myself right now too. So if you wrote down on your list that your why is money, mark it off. It's not money. That's a lie. If money was my motivator, I'd be making more of it because there's lots to be made in Mary Kay, and it's so simple. We're just not simply doing it, right? So it can't be money. It's got to get in your soul and make you cry ugly alligator tears. That's your why. Okay. So don't tell your director tomorrow, I figured it out. My purpose is money. That's a lie. It's not. Okay. Or you'd have more of it. All right. We all would. Okay. We can handle it. Are we good? Linda's looking at me like, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell Mary Jo, this lady's crazy. Okay. So, all right, Lindy, thank you. You're so sweet. Okay. So let's talk about consistency in your Mary Kay business. Okay. Some of you are going to grumble at me. Oh, it's the weekly plan sheet. Oh my gosh. Okay. If you don't know where to find this, go on InTouch. And there's a search box, a little like magnifying glass, and just type in weekly plan sheet. And this is what'll pop up. Okay. I don't care what your personality is or who you are. I don't care anything. I don't want to hear the excuses. Remember, the excuses, we're disappearing those tonight. You need to fill out a weekly plan sheet. All right. Now, do you need to fill one out every single week? No. But you need to fill out your weekly plan sheet. And here's what you do with this puppy. You put in everything that's not Mary Kay first, that's non-negotiable in your life. Okay, y'all with me? I'm going to stop that because I need to see people's faces bigger. Weekly plan sheet. You've all written it down, right? Okay. So this is, I don't know any other way to train a consultant or a director. I'm talking to myself now, and Lindy can attest to this. I can show y'all. Well, it's behind me now, but I've been living through a weekly plan sheet for 2 months now because I'm trying to work more hours. So whenever I need to work more hours because I want to level up, I go back to my weekly plan sheet and figure out when I can work more. You take that weekly plan sheet and you put in everything that's non-negotiable. Your other job, your sleep, church, family time, exercise time, all the things that happen normally in a regular Sunday through Saturday week. Normal stuff. Do not put in Netflix from 6 to 9 every night. That's not a non-negotiable. Let's be clear. It's recorded. You can watch it later. Okay? Y'all with me? Non-negotiables. And I can show you. I guess I should show you. And remember, Mary Kay is my full-time job. So I should have a lot of stuff highlighted. But if you have a 9-to-5 job, you'll have 9 to 5 blocked out Monday through Friday. Okay, that's what that'll look like for you. But even us directors, we have to go back old school sometimes. So school is never out for the pro. So this is a 38-hour work week for me. Okay, I'm trying to get to Lindy. I need a pink Cadillac. So I'm trying to work 40 hours a week. Okay, as directors, that's Cadillac. So 38-hour work week, okay? So the blue is my personal Mary Kay work. It should always be more if y'all are thinking about directorship. I don't know who that is, okay? But I'm a full-time Mary Kay director, so I work 40 hours a week. So you fill out your weekly plan sheet. If you like pretty colors, highlight it. I don't care. Make family pink and whatever. Get all your highlighters. Like my senior Rochelle, she loves all her highlighters. So make every color something else. Okay. I've got my time is blue. And then all the time for my unit is orange. Okay. That's just one example. But you, all the consultants, put in all your stuff. And then here's what you get to do with this. You get to fly up above like a bird, and we get to look at it. And I want you to show it to your director. We get to look at it from a bird's eye view, because when you're living inside your life, inside this sheet, you can't see the forest through the trees, right? And you think you're so busy. I just surely can't do anything else. I don't know why I bought that starter kit. I haven't even done one facial in 3 months. Okay, I've heard it all. 17 years. I've said it all. Rochelle slapped me in the face for it all. Like, so we're all busy. No one on here is busier than anybody else, and we all have stuff. It's called life. Welcome. Join the party. Okay, right? Okay. Lindy, say it, preach. Okay, sorry. All right, bringing it today. And I like to teach from stuff that I have just been doing. So this literally is the month of January. Okay, so consistency. You cannot be consistent in your Mary Kay business unless you have a weekly plan sheet. You look at it from above, take yourself out of the equation, look at it objectively, and visually look at where you can sprinkle in Mary Kay. That's the beautiful thing about our business. If you don't want to work on Sundays, don't work on Sundays, but find a different time to work. Some people want to work on Sunday afternoons. That's up to you. But you've got to figure out when you can sprinkle it in. And then here's the key. Whenever you put it on your weekly plan sheet, you're scheduling your Mary Kay time, right? And then here's the biggest key. This is the biggest thing that happens. Consultants do this all the time, right, Lindy? And here's what happens. They don't protect that time. They don't clock in for themselves like they do their other JOB. They let themselves off the hook. Am I right? Anybody hearing me? Right? Mary Kay time from 5 to 7, but literally this morning, Rochelle gave an example to some other directors, and she said, Sam never doesn't answer my call. I've rejected her call one day for 2 hours, and I finally texted her, this is my protected booking time. I love you. If it's an emergency, let me know. Otherwise, I will call you back at 4 o'clock. So you have to protect it unless there's a death or a baby. Those are the only two things you can't control. Everything else, you need to protect it. Lindy, yeah, here we go. Rochelle had this shirt made for me. Rochelle calls me Awesome Dawson, $1 million Traverse Mama, because we did just earn our first Traverse ever. Isn't it nice, Lindy, the Traverse? I'm obsessed and in love with it. Okay, so you must protect the time. Just like you do your other JOB. And I don't know what kind of jobs y'all have. I have no idea. But, you know, let's say you're a school teacher, because that's what I know. It was not, I mean, unless somebody died or I was having a baby, I'm going to school every day from 8 to 3:30. Y'all hear me? So why do you not protect your Mary Kay time the same way you would protect when you're working for somebody else? If you won't show up for yourself, then who will you show up for? What will you show up for? What's it going to take? I can't help you with that, and neither can your director. That's an inside job. We can inspire you. We cannot motivate you. You got to figure that out. What's going to make you protect that time? Maybe you're afraid of success. Ooh, that's strange. You're playing not to lose instead of playing to win. I don't know. So scheduling it and protecting your Mary Kay time. And this is what Mary Kay time is. Okay, if somebody is taking notes out there, I hope somebody, my prayer, I always pray over these things. My prayer is that somebody gets something. Okay, so I'd love it if at least one person gets something that'll be helpful to them. So this is what your Mary Kay time is. It is booking time. You need to book the appointments. Okay, first and foremost, you got to actually schedule the appointment, right? Okay, then you have to coach the appointments. We have booking time and we have coaching time. When you do those two things, guess what? You will have the third thing. Facials will show up. How about that? And I've heard this rumor that faces will take you places. So guess what? New faces will take you places. All right. Then if you protect your booking time and your coaching time, your facials will show up. You'll have consistent sales. You'll have consistent appointments. You'll have consistent interviews. And also you want to have follow-up time in there, which kind of flows into that coaching time. It's kind of the same thing, coaching and follow-up with customers. All right. Crucial. I was noticing myself, I was not doing the same amount of appointments during COVID as I had before. Well, why was that? I was letting the whole virtual thing overcome me, and I wasn't doing, so I had to go back to the weekly plan sheet, and I've been tracking my own hours and making sure I'm giving my business the time it deserves. That's all Mary Kay asked us to do, was to share the product and share the opportunity. You cannot do that if you're not working your business, and you cannot work your business consistently if you don't protect your Mary Kay time consistently. It's the reason why we don't succeed. We don't protect that time consistently, week after week after week after week. All right. Good to go. Okay. So here's what I know. Where's my paper? This one I couldn't screen share, but I'm sure that somebody can find it somewhere, or all your directors have something like it. 3 plus 3 plus 3 drives free. Why aren't we all driving free Mary Kay cars? Because we're not doing 3 plus 3 plus 3 every single week, non-negotiable. Now, I have a girl earning a car right now. Sometimes she'll do a 3 plus 3 plus 2, and then she'll do a 2 plus 3 plus 3, and then a 3 plus 2 plus 3. That still works because it's every week, week in and week out. She might only be, to a 2 on one level. This was Mary Kay. Yes, Lindy, I believe, I did not get to meet Mary Kay. Lindy might have, but I believe Mary Kay called 3 plus 3 plus 3 her perfect week. The Star Consultant program and the Pearls of Sharing program were her favorite things that she ever created. And then she called the 3 plus 3 plus 3 a perfect week. So what is the 3 plus 3 plus 3? Some of you might be new. Okay. It is $300 in sales for the week. This is for a week. $300 in sales before tax. 3 appointments, selling appointments. You're putting product on someone's face. I don't let my consultants count QVC style. I don't know about you, Lindy. That messes with your averages. Are we still selling product that way? Yes. Get the samples on their face. It's okay. Like QVC style, my girls are selling about 60 to 80 a face. If they send a sample pack and we're walking them through a miracle set online, they're selling between 100 and 150 a face. We're still selling products, but I'd rather sell more. Why not? I will spend $2 to mail samples or drop them off somebody's house to make more money, right? Okay, so a $300 week, 3 appointments, and 3 team building appointments. Those are interviews, career chats, whatever your unit calls them. Okay, we're sharing product, we're sharing the opportunity. The only 2 things you have to do in Mary Kay. If you don't ever want to be a director, you still have to do those 2 things. Share the product, share the opportunity. It's not fair for you to say, well, I don't want to team build because I don't want to be a director. That's selfish. Put your big girl panties on. You're being selfish. You're making decisions for other people. What if you want your best customer right now? What if she's the next Lindy Horn? What if she's the next Anita Tripp Bruton Wood? I don't even know what to call Anita anymore. Anita Wood. What if she's the next Linda? What if she's the next Fran? I would want Fran on my team. Are you kidding me? That girl did over 70,000 in production last year. I don't even know. I'm just saying. Like something, maybe it's 100. I don't even know. Doesn't matter. It's more than any of us did probably combined. I'm just saying. So do not make decisions for people, and you will make more money by them being a consultant than your customer. Okay? So don't do a 3 plus 3. Selling and doing appointments. 3 plus 3 plus 3. I don't care who you are, what your goal is. Mary Kay asked us to. This is Mary Kay's. This is not Sam Dawson's. So if we're not doing everything Mary Kay asked us to do, we're the keepers of the dream. She's not here anymore. And all those nationals she recruited, they're retiring. If we start watering down her vision for the company, this company won't be here in 30 years. We have to do it all. We can't just pick and choose what parts of the business plan we like and that feel good. All right. Y'all hate me now. Okay. So an attract number grows. So while you're learning to be consistent and you're protecting that time, you need to be tracking things. You need to be aware. Okay. So track your 3 + 3. Write your hours, like attract number grows. I started out working like 18 hours a week. Now I'm up to 38 because I'm writing it down and watching it. Okay. Whatever you're wanting to track. This is like a little cheesy and old school, but I love it. 30 faces. Okay. I don't care what it looks like. Take a piece of notebook paper and write 1 through 30 on it. It doesn't need to be this. This is just one I found I had right here. I couldn't find one on my computer real quickly, Mary. I should have asked you. Mary's probably got a cuter one. Lindy probably has an even cuter one. And you just look them up. 30 faces. So 30 faces a month. If you want to be a director at a higher level, if you want to be a car driver, you cannot do 30 faces every month for 12 months straight and not become a car driver or director, unless the 30 faces are all 18 years old and homeless. Okay, let's be clear. We're not, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I could do 30 faces that are all 19-year-olds, and Linda could do 30 faces that are all established women with jobs and or access to money. She's gonna get there. I'm not, right? So we know what these faces need to be. I don't need to go over who we're trying to facial here in Mary Kay, right? Okay, so consistency. So y'all are picking up what I'm throwing down now. So consistency, not just for 1 week or 1 month, but getting in a groove with your family schedule, with your life, something you can manipulate and it feels good to you that you can continuously do forever. Okay, whatever that looks like for you, something you can sustain, like your regular job, whatever that Mary Kay schedule looks like for you, you will be a happy consultant. All right. Okay, Mary, that is it. But I would love to answer questions that pertain to consistency or anything I talked about tonight. If anybody has any questions. If not, nobody gets mad if you finish early.
I have one.
Yes, ma'am, Teresa.
How do you, I know that 7 days and 21 days puts you on a consistency path, but how do you keep continuing on that path when you get thrown the darts all the time and you're trying to go forward, but you lose your edge? How do you keep from losing the edge to stay on track to go with it?
Okay. So are you stuck? Are you in a rut? Is that what I'm hearing?
Kind of stuck.
Okay.
Doing the gloomy blue thing, but want to be out of it, but trying to figure out how to get out of it.
Okay. So this is not going to be the popular answer. Okay. But here it is, ladies, and Mary Kay. The only way I know to help you get unstuck is to put you in motion. So you need to book somebody, Teresa. I don't even care if it's a customer you already have. You book her for a facial, you let her be a practice facial, and you tell her, I'm in a rut. I need you to help me get my momentum rolling again. And whatever, I don't know what y'all comfort level is and what your state's rules are. So whether you're doing stuff in person or virtually, that doesn't matter. You need to get in motion, Teresa, and book somebody for something. Okay, because right now when a consultant's stuck or a director, you need a win. A woman just needs a win. And so you just need to hold an appointment. So somebody that loves you and then will do that for you. I don't have a magic answer or magic bean, but we got to get you moving. We got to book somebody.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, I'm a ma'am now. I love it. I'm too far north to be a ma'am where I live, but I love it. Anybody else?
Well, since nobody else was going to say anything, do you have any suggestions about some things? Because we have to do a lot virtual in South Carolina. So
Right.
I know I've been told all this stuff, but I just kind of need a swift kick, if you know what I mean. I know what I'm
Right.
supposed to do, but
Yeah.
I'm having trouble activating that. So that would fly on the same shelf.
Activating. You're having trouble activating. Okay. So, definitely Krista's your director, right, Teresa?
Yes, ma'am.
So
I mean,
I would definitely,
I
I
know.
would,
I'm sorry.
yes. No. You all, unless you're brand new, you all know what to do. Like
Right.
Anita always says, like, we're the best booking, best looking in all Mary Kay. I like to tell my unit, probably because of my teaching background, y'all are you're the most overtrained but underworked people in all of Mary Kay. Like we know, what to do. You don't need to watch any more videos or ask any more questions. You need to get to work. So
Right.
make sure you have samples. I mean, and again, talk to Krista. She may do something different, but you need to get samples, get the pamper packs out, and get to work. And it's fun. And when you're face to face like this, my biggest recommendation would be to pretend like you're sitting across the table at her and don't do anything different. Do not reinvent the wheel. Do not learn a new party or a new flow sheet. Okay, I'm doing the same facial now I was doing 17 years ago. Just the miracle set looks different now. That's it. Don't change it up. There's 40 million ideas out there. If Krista didn't tell you to do it, or somebody in our area like this, don't do it.
Right. I'm just not good with a PC, but I'm just gonna have to push forward and do it, like you said.
Yeah.
I'm nervous about talking to you like this. Just
right.
nervous already, and
well,
no reason
let's be real. I'm a director. You're a consultant. You're nervous. Okay. And there's a whole bunch of people listening to you right now. If you just do a one-on-one facial with one of your great customers, you won't be so nervous. Okay. Get the jitters out. And I wouldn't recommend you booking a party with 20 people tomorrow. Do some one-on-ones and build your confidence. And definitely talk to Krista. Ask Krista to give you a little coaching call time this week.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you a kick in the butt because you don't belong to me. I'm not going to play in Krista's sandbox too heavily. I will scrape a little shovel in it, but I'm not going to build castles in it. That's her job.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else?
I guess I just needed to hear it from somebody else. I mean, she's told me and she's been great, but I'm in the sand trying to dig out.
And that's the interesting thing with Mary Kay. Sometimes when we're stuck, we want to hear a different answer. You're not going to hear a different answer. There's only one answer: faces. The only thing that matters is how many appointments are on your books at whatever level you are. How many appointments you got? That's it. So yeah, you can ask 400 directors. You're not going to hear a different answer. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, not sorry. But that's kind of freeing to know there's not 400 different ideas out there. There's one way to do Mary Kay. Right. Faces. Put it on their face. They buy it. Right, Fran? They buy it. Just put it on. All right. Anybody else? Oh, Lindy, thank you. I just now saw your comment.
This morning, I was over 31,000.
Fran, that is amazing.
$31,295.
Congratulations, Queenie B.
I did sell 70,000. What's my plaque say? Hold on, go. $70,010 is what I did last year.
That's amazing. I love it.
It's just consistency. Mary Kay sells itself, but once you put it on their faces, if you're not doing new faces, you're not going to sell $70,000. You know, if you, Teresa, if you're content to stick with your 10 or 15 or whatever your base is because they're familiar with you, then you're not going to get out of a rut.
Okay. Thank you.
And only you can do it for yourself. You have to do it. You have to truly want to do it. And Samantha knows me personally, and she will tell you, I don't talk in front of people well, believe it or not. I'm, very inverted when it comes to approaching people. And you're looking at somebody that did $70,000.10. I've gone to the Queen's Court of Sales 5 years in a row. How many years have I been doing Mary Kay? 5 years.
I know. I admire you. I've been watching you ever since I came to Mary Kay.
Oh, don't do that. That's scary. I'll teach you all the bad
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Does anybody? Yes, Kathy, go. Oh, you're muted, baby.
Sorry, hi. I was
Hey.
wondering if Frances can explain to us how she approaches people since she's so inverted. I'm the same way. I'm afraid to approach people. I'm new to the company and I'm having a hard time getting started.
Okay. Well, I'll just, I mean, I'm assuming because Fran, I'll just handle it if that's okay, Fran. You're going to talk to your director and you're going to use, let's see, Kathy, who's your director, sweetie?
Mary Jo Pressman.
Oh, Mary Jo. Okay, yeah. Mary Jo and I are very similar. I love her. Okay, so you're going to use whatever scripts Mary Jo has. But here's the deal. Shy women do very, very well in Mary Kay. So you need to get that out of your head. Okay. So whatever you feel like is a list of things that you're not good at, ditch it, dump it, or delegate it. Get rid of it. I just want you to write down a list of your strengths. And that's how we're going to work Mary Kay, within your strengths. Okay. You can do very, very well and be shy and quiet, because here's the deal. Mary Kay customers, they don't want women that are like, in their face, scary K. The product will sell itself. You just need to get appointments. So you need to get a good script and call and text your friends and family, whoever's on your little hot list, your pretend wedding list, and start booking them.
Okay,
You just got to do it. I don't approach strangers. I have never in 17 years walked up and talked to a stranger. And Mary Kay Ash herself said, if you'll start with who you know and book them, and you always book off your bookings, you never have to talk to strangers or go out and find new appointments. So start with who you know, do whatever Mary Jo's told you. I'm not going to have a different answer. I know this.
Yeah, my only concern is that a lot of people have already told me that they're not interested. They've tried Mary Kay and so on. And plus, I just made a big move. We moved from Sarasota to Texas.
Okay.
So I don't know anybody.
Okay. I would find a neighbor or somebody, or, I don't want to give you too many ideas. Again, this is Mary Jo's sandbox. So I would highly recommend, though, because I can hear it in your voice and I can see you. You probably need to have a live call with Mary Jo, not on Voxer. You need to have a little coaching call with her in the next 24 to 48 hours. And whatever ideas she throws at you, I don't want to throw you some idea that she thinks is crazy. I'm going to be respectful of her sandbox. But girl, you can do this with your personality and with the move. That excites me when somebody moves. New area. It's a new area. Okay. So you can do this. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, Samantha, I want to thank you for teaching us tonight and giving us your time. And I guess with that, we'll let everybody go, and y'all have a great night, and we'll see you.
That's right.
Next call is going to be the second Wednesday at 8:30.
All right. Be consistent, ladies. Just be consistent.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night.